So now we're going to talk about full screen apps. If an application has the ability to run full screen, it'll have this little 2-arrow thing pointing in either direction. I'll show you what I mean by that. See these 2 little arrows? Well, if an application has the ability to run full screen, it'll have those in the top right corner. And if you click that, the application then starts running full screen. Whoop. And it doesn't cover up a desktop. It actually makes its own desktop number 4, or Safari as it's called, because it's just the application. There's nothing behind it. It's not hiding anything. When it's in full screen, it's its own little thing. You could scroll there to show you what I mean. Here. Own little application, has its own desktop, and to exit, all you have to do is press escape. And it has a nice little animation, and then it'll go back to desktop too, because it's no longer its own thing. A lot of Apple's apps, and I think developers are going to start using it, do come with the availability of full screen. For example, Photo Booth has a full screen availability, and it looks completely different than the old version. So if we hit the little full screen icon over there, boom, we're now full screen, and you have the little curtains in it. Almost makes you... Thanks, Mac. It almost makes you feel like you're in an actual photo booth. And with Lion, we also have some new face tracking effects, kind of like this one, I guess. Ooh, I'm tweeting. OMG, just saw Jessica at the movies. Get it? Because they're like Twitter birds. But yeah, these little face tracking effects, those are pretty cool. And to exit full screen, just the escape key again. And you saw as it brought it back to a new desktop. Other new features include a new Finder. Now, as you can see, the interface in Finder is a little different. We have that. And we have this new section called All My Files. And, believe it or not, that is where all of your files are. So you can kind of scroll through here if you're looking for something. I don't know what you'd be looking for. And then there's AirDrop. Now, if somebody else is running a Mac with OS X Lion on it, a little icon like this will show up somewhere in your little sphere, and you could just drag and send them a file. However, I cannot send myself a file. First of all, if you go to System Preferences, View, and you hit Customize. Let's say I don't want language and text, I never use it. Check, done, it's gone. It's just taking up space. But it's not gone for good. To get back, all you have to do is Customize, done. Excuse me. There's also mission control settings. A way to open it, all that stuff. And a new thing with the dock. You can now turn off the indicator lights. See those little dots under? You could turn them off to make the bar a little more aesthetic. That's a new feature, so that when something's open, you don't have to have that up. Last time I had Final Cut Pro open, I was editing the unboxing of this laptop. And let's say I wanted to get back to that. Well, when I closed it, usually it'll just close it out. But now when I open it, because of Resume, it'll bring me exactly back to where I was. As you can see, here's all my things. Usually when you close a program, you close it. But here's all my clips, here's all my media, and that's because of something called Resume. Resume will basically take you to where you left off, which is great if you're working on something and all of a sudden it closes and you forgot to save or something. You resume and it'll be right where you were before. Now, Resume also works for power off. Shut down. Reopen Windows when logging back in. It'll reopen everything you had open. If you uncheck this, it takes you to a clean start on everything, and you'll be good. Not shutting down, though. Yes, I'm eating chocolate. If we open Spotlight, Command Space, let's say I want to see my title card. Here we go. Here's my title card. Now, there were a couple renderings of it, so I don't know if this is it. So I could simply preview it here, right here in Spotlight. All I have to do is hold it over what I want and press play. And there's my title card. So that's a cool new feature. Now there's also a new autocorrect format. Let's say I want to type the word grid. Uh-oh, I spelt it wrong. Now it brings to this, which is very similar to the iOS, autocorrect. And to get to grid, all you have to do is press enter, and there it is, fixed. But again, very similar to autocorrect. To get back, you're going to have to click, and it'll bring you back to Frid. I don't know why you would want that word. I don't know what it means, but that is cool. iOS 10 line is only available in the App Store. There is not a hard copy of it yet, but there will be a hard copy on a thumb drive coming to you in August for $70. So it's $40 cheaper on the App Store. The only benefit of the hard copy is you have a disc. You can get a disc of this, obviously, but here you're guaranteed with one. It comes with one. You know it's going to work. Now, the only way to get OS 10, as I said before, is the App Store for now. But let's say I buy it on this Mac and I want to put it on my Mac downstairs. I can log on to the App Store downstairs and it will let me reinstall it just by clicking installed. You can install it anywhere you log into the App Store. I don't know if that works with all apps. I'm not sure. I think it does, but that's cool. Another feature is autosave, which we're not going to demonstrate because that's just a pain to demonstrate. But that's not the only other feature. Oh. There is actually over 250 features. And if you want to see them all, you can just go to apple.com, Mac, OS X line, OS 10 line, I should say. And then it will say 250 features. There will also be a link for this website in the description. But basically, here's a little look. Built-in voices. I have a cool voice that's new. New iPhoto faces available, an address book, AirDrop, which we were talking about before, autosave, again we were talking about versions, automator, electronic distribution. All these features, I mean, if you're kind of on the fence of getting it, check out this website. I promise you it'll convince you to buy it. It's an amazing operating system, and I really do recommend it. So I will post the link to this page with all of the features that are new on the website. So if you want to check out this page with all the 250 features, I'll leave a link in the description. So thank you for watching this video of Nerdy Tech Talk on YouTube. OS 10 line is a great thing, so I do recommend getting it. So yeah, if you have any questions for us here at Nerdy Tech Talk, just visit our website at www.nerdytechtalk.tk or visit our website at youtube.com/nerdytechtalk. And you could just ask us a question here. We are going to answer every single question we get. That's a promise. Ooh, look, 3 subscribers. We're cool. So if you have any questions, come ask us. Thank you for watching so much. Our website is www.nerdytechtalk.tk. Ask questions. We'll answer them. Have a great day. And try out OS 10 line. It's really an amazing product. Apple, you've done it again.